There's a lot of situations where Harry Potter spells in real life would be amazing. As a matter of, wait a second. There we go. In all honesty, a lot of us would use the spells for really lazy things. Example, oh boy, I can't get into my room because I apparently locked that door.
Oh, Aurora.
I sure do enjoy never having to bring a key ever again. But if you happen to like food, like everyone ever, knowing the engorgement charm that like gross things would be amazing.
Ooh, a chocolate egg, but I wish I had more. Engorgio.
Woo! Yes, I am eating chocolate eggs that were on the floor.
I'm really curious about something, and maybe you know the answer if you know more about the wizarding world than I do. Say that a spell is like impossible for you to pronounce because of your native tongue. Do you think multiple languages have their own version of spells?
Because in the Dutch version, there's a lot of spells that Dutch people wouldn't be able to pronounce, so they translated it. Like for example, they turned stupefied, into paralytis. Or what if you say a spell with like a thick accent? Does that matter? Have you ever thought about that? Honestly though, you know how in the US they have like guns for self-protection? You don't need that if you're a wizard, or witch, or what do you call a non-binary magical person? I'm gonna tweet about that. Like just picture, I'm here to steal your stuff and harm your family. No, yes. Stupefied. Also, this is such a weird way of holding a wand, which is also another weird thing to say, but like I had to get it in frame, I guess. I'd also enchant this camera to be lighter. Oh, and I put my business card on the wall.
Wat heb je gedaan? Ik had het kunnen verwachten. Mag ik nu weer verder kijken?
But like all the stuff you had to do around the house, you could fix so easily. Mom, why would you close the curtains when you know I'm gonna walk into your room and film? I need light. Like imagine everything is gross and you want to have everything scourgified, which is the spell. You could just be like, hey there, I'm filming a video about Harry Potter. If you had Harry Potter magical powers. Amalia on Twitter said that a non-binary wizarding person would probably be called a magical, and I love that. That's really good. I'd say that that's a magical answer. I think I tapped the microphone. I'm probably gonna take off my scarf. This is super warm. If I had magical Harry Potter powers, I could just use a spell to not be warm anymore. What was it again? Incendio. I bet that looks really funny when you watch it unedited. I also wonder how many times a spell would actually be used in like our world, picturing that we wouldn't have to duel or anything. Like how many times would you actually levitate something? Man, I sure love my sunglasses. Wingardium Leviosa. People would honestly be more likely... Silencio phone! People would be more likely to actually accio something to them because they just don't want to get out. And honestly, I would. Ah, man, I wish I could get my sunglasses from here because I want to wear them inside for some reason. Aha! Kyo. In case you were wondering, yeah, I am picking up my Oscar nomination for special effects next week. Not during Oscar season, but that's just how good my special effects are. Also, I'm getting more replies on the non-binary magical people. Gemma on Twitter says they would be called woozards. And Cody, who is really active in the LGBT community, says wix, or plural, wixen. I've heard it used a lot, and even mage or sorcerer can be used too. I was curious, but I didn't actually expect to get such an explanation. I mean, I've been wondering this for like 4-5 minutes. While we wouldn't have to fight any dementors in our world, we would all be using the Patronus charm anyway, because it's just really cool. But I was wondering, since your Patronus can be pretty much every species, like non-magical and magical animal, could it be a human? Like, I just picture someone being super excited that their Patronus is forming for the first time, and then when it does, it's just like a person. Okay, this time I can do it. Expecto Patronum. Yes? Yeah! Okay. Which also made me think, because when you become an animagus and you can turn into animals, the animal you turn into is the same one as your Patronus. And to become that, like, there's this whole gigantic thing you have to do. You have to keep like a leaf, a special leaf in your mouth for a whole month. For 3 months long, you have to wait for it. It's an insane process. Imagine going through all of that, and then you just like shapeshift into yourself. It's finally happening. Finally, the transformation. ah. Also that first shot where I went like, ah, that was an actual groan of pain because I tensed my muscles so much that I got cramped like all over my neck. My stepfather is making spare ribs and they smell so good. Accio those spare ribs. Well, honestly, no, come on, Zeke. They're probably not done yet. What if they're still in the oven? What if you accio something that's still in the oven? Is like the oven gonna open and they fly out, or is it just gonna like lift the whole oven up? Now, if you're curious about the video where I sort myself into a house with the official test, and I still don't agree with what the test told me, you can click the end card or the link in the description. But above all, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Accio your joy. And I would love to see you next time.